What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video back here on the Madden Rebuild channel. And today we have like 5 realistic rebuilds left to do, and so today we're going to be doing the Baltimore Ravens, and then when the regular season ends, we'll get into our off-season rebuilds, predicting what we think teams are going to do in the off-season. Let's go. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you are new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. The Baltimore Ravens have been missing Lamar Jackson. Clearly, the offense has just not been clicking. It's been Tyler Huntley starting as of late. I don't know when Lamar is supposed to be back. I don't think really any of us know. But they have been dealing with some injuries. Like Devin Duvernay, I think, is injured as well for them now. But I'm not going to worry about it too much to end off this season. I'm just going to simulate the rest of the season and kind of just hope and pray this team gets... Actually, it really doesn't matter because I want to obviously make some moves in the offseason. The biggest thing we need to make sure we do is re-sign Roquan Smith. And then obviously, number one priority is re-sign Lamar Jackson, who has not been given an extension. The last time I did a Ravens rebuild, I actually did a trading Lamar Jackson rebuild. Today, we're doing the opposite. We're keeping him, obviously. And my biggest priority this offseason is getting this man a damn weapon. This guy has not had an elite wide receiver. He just hasn't. Marquise Brown, I get he's been great in Arizona, but he wasn't doing that in Baltimore. He was all right, but he ain't no Marquise Brown how he's been this season, if you get what I'm saying. So, we're going to select to the playoffs. We're going to get this roster to the Super Bowl. We're going to go win a damn ring with Lamar Jackson. You see all this? This could be you. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. You're picking overs or unders on your favorite players that you love watching each and every Sunday. Let me show you how it works. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop, and they pretty much have every sport you can absolutely imagine. NFL, NBA, soccer, CSGO. But since we're an NFL channel, we're going to go ahead and talk about the NFL for a second. So let's say I want to go Derek Carr and Patrick Mahomes over on both of them. 2 players gets me up to 3 times my money. But if I wanted to go even crazier, let's say I want to do 5 players, throw 5 players in here. You can go up to 5 players, which that's going to 10 times your money if you get all correct, which you can go flex play. Even if you get 4 right, you still get a little bit of money in return. Now, I will tell you, I have started with $100 in here, and I'm up to $500. Prize Picks has been so much fun for me this year. If you want to go ahead and sign up, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables. They're matching your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. So if you deposit $100, you get $200 to work with. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. So at the end of the season, we do finish 11-6 on the year. Obviously, it really doesn't matter what happens here. We get the Miami Dolphins in round 1. We got moves to do in the offseason, and we do end up losing in round 1 to the Miami Dolphins, which isn't great. It doesn't feel great, I will say that. So I wonder what it would be like for Lamar Jackson's extension if he did get eliminated in round 1. Feels like the Ravens are reluctant to pay him as much as he wants, and I'm pretty sure a lot of teams would pay Lamar whatever he wants because they would be desperate to have a talented quarterback like him. So we'll see what happens with them. I'm assuming the Ravens pull out their checkbooks, though, and pay him. I don't see why you don't. So that is my game plan for today. Roquan Smith, also someone they acquired at the deadline, also needs a new contract extension. And if I'm correct, I think both guys don't have an agent. So they're just like negotiating on their own, which if you know how that goes, DeAndre Hopkins negotiated himself a really nice contract. So I'm assuming Lamar and Roquan Smith are trying to do similar things. So let's get in this offseason. We do have quite a bit of cap space, which is good because, like I said, we need to resign our quarterback. And then we have some other guys we can kind of look at as well. So let's get started with obviously the top priority, Lamar Jackson. I mean, number one priority should be Lamar Jackson for the Ravens, and we will resign him. And I know a lot of Ravens fans also don't like Greg Roman. So maybe if Greg Roman ends up leaving, you could have a better offensive coordinator. I don't know. We'll see. I know my friend that is a Ravens fan, which I do a podcast with, link is in the description, always talks about how bad Greg Roman is. Roquan Smith declines my offer. I guess I'm going to franchise tag him. I don't think you let him walk based off how he's been playing with the Ravens. And then Marcus Peters, I think, has been a huge part of what the Ravens like to do. So I'm going to give him a 1-year deal as well, which gives us about $18 million in cap space to work with to kind of bring in a free agent, which I think is the perfect amount of money. So I'm good with just going to free agency with what we got going on. So we got Roquan Smith and Lamar Jackson both back. So one of those guys, I bet, gets a franchise tag this offseason if a contract cannot come to an agreement. But taking a look at what we're working with on both sides of the football, we know what our problem is on the offense, right? Ryan Stanley being healthy would help, obviously. We got Kevin Zeitler. We definitely could use another guard. Morgan Moses will do a fine job. We also have, I guess we can move Daniel to the right guard and maybe rely on him to be pretty good. Or we could do the same thing with Morgan Moses. Either way, maybe we don't really need to worry about offensive line too much. Morgan Moses isn't like a long-term solution, but he's fine for now at a 77 overall. So I'm going to move him to right guard to figure out that guard spot right now. So we'll have that going for us. Moses, and then we'll have Daniel play the outside with Ronnie Stanley, which I think works out perfectly. So offensive line's not bad. On the offensive side of the ball, obviously having Bateman would be amazing too. That has really sucked that he got injured. But Dobbins, Gus Edwards, really nice running back duo. Andrews, of course, is great. Likely a very good tight end. And then I think I'm liking my wide receivers other than a number one. I think we need a number one. But other than that, I'm good on my offense. Okay. Defensively, kind of the same thing. I really like what the Ravens have on defense. They got Marcus Williams, Kyle Hamilton, Chuck Clark, Peters, Michael Pierce. I mean, this team is already top to bottom looking really good. So the only thing I think I could do is maybe free up a little bit of money by maybe cutting like Chuck Clark, or we could keep him. We'll see. Let's see if we can get a wide receiver and a corner. I think that's the biggest things we should be focused on. Wide receiver and cornerback to add to this team. So I know corners can be really cheap. As far as wide receivers are concerned that are available in free agency, you have like Juju Smith-Schuster. I mean, yeah, that's fine. He'd be fine and all, but I'm looking for like a top guy. You know what I mean? Like I want somebody really good. Corners got like Jamel Dean, who honestly feels like a Ravens signing. When they got not Marcus Peters, when they got Marcus Williams in free agency, I was so jealous. I wanted him so bad. Jamel Dean would cost a ton of money, but I think he'd be absolutely worth it playing opposite of Marlon Humphrey. That is a lot of our free agency budget, but our division rival, the Bengals, are trying to get him, so I think it'd be very nice to go ahead and try to snag him. So gonna try to get Jamel Dean. I don't know if I'm gonna get him. If I don't, it's really not that big of a deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if he accepts my contract. Doesn't look like it yet, but let's see if he signs it now potentially. And he does not. So we don't get Jamel Dean. Would have been a nice signing, but he goes to Houston instead. I guess he doesn't go to the Bengals. That's good. But we have like Mike Hughes, who is a cheap option as well. So we can sign a couple of like depth corners, and that would be fine as well. And we can use our last remaining money probably to trade for a wide receiver. I'm willing to trade my first round pick if I need to get a wide receiver. If I get Mike Hughes here added to the team, I think that's a solid addition. So go Mike Hughes. You can still draft a corner as well or whatever. But $13 million to use. I think I gotta go use this money that we have left. Maybe I can cut someone else, and let's see if we can go get a wide receiver. I'm officially looking at 4 names here. Now, we don't have a second round pick from the Roquan Smith trade, but we do have our first round pick, which I'm willing to use in a trade for a wide receiver. There's 4 wide receivers I'm taking a look at that I think could maybe in a world where they could realistically be gettable. The first one is the Cardinals with DeAndre Hopkins. He is 31 years old. That is the downside of this trade. But I don't know what the Cardinals' direction is going to be this offseason. Maybe they'd be willing to part ways with DeAndre Hopkins. I honestly think that could be an excellent target for the Ravens if Hopkins were available. The next guy I was kind of thinking about, I can't remember which one I gotta remember what I was looking at. Oh, Raiders. Devontae Adams. I guess if Derek Carr was going to get traded, would Adams still want to remain a Raider? Maybe you could trade for him. The other guy I was kind of looking at was Michael Thomas, but his availability would probably scare me off on that point. And then you have like DK, Tyler Lockett, I guess. I don't know if DK would be available, but there's options out there. Brandon Cooks also an option as well. Definitely could be solid. And then nothing really, Adam Thielen, not really appealing to me. My favorite target is 100% DeAndre Hopkins, to be honest with you. I think that is the exact type of guy you would love. And if you can offer a first round pick and get D-Hop in return, I think you do it. I really do. So I'm offering a first round pick for DeAndre Hopkins, taking him and getting Lamar Jackson, a legitimate weapon. I love this trade for the Ravens. It's a lot of our money, but I think D-Hop is definitely worth it. 95 overall, wide receiver, coming to the Baltimore Ravens, finally getting Lamar a weapon he deserves. And now we can head to draft night and use our 3rd round pick. That's pretty much all we got in the draft, but we can still draft very well. But we got Lamar, a wide receiver. That's what matters the most. So now from the Roquan Smith trade and the D-Hop trade, we only pick at round 3, and then we'll try to draft someone at round 4 as well, because you could definitely still get solid pieces in the later rounds. So round 3, pick 21 on the board. We are a long way away from where we could have picked 1 and 2, obviously. I said I need another corner, and I have Garrett Williams fall in my lap here out of Syracuse. I think I got to take him here. You also like Devin Witherspoon, Raheem Jarrett, Noah Daniels. Definitely some good options here, but I definitely think another corner would not hurt us. So I'm going to go Garrett Williams out of Syracuse and draft him to the Ravens. Let's get another guy on the secondary. We tried to get Jamel Dean. That didn't really work out. Kind of glad it didn't because I got DeAndre Hopkins. So round 4, I think I might go guard here if there's a good guard available. But other than that, I think I'm going to be good on this draft. So we had our amazing moves, which we were able to do. Malachi Moore, Raheem Jarrett. Got a D tackle. Tyler Davis might not be a bad option because we don't know if our D line's going to be. Is there anybody else? We got a D tackle. We got, Yeah, I mean, Eric Gilbert down the board. We don't really need tight ends, obviously. So, yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and draft Tyler Davis here in round 4, and I'm going to call it a draft. So, that will be my draft, adding to the defensive line here with Tyler Davis. So, we got ourselves some really good options here. I think we had a really good offseason. D-Hop with Roquan Smith and Lamar back. This is exactly the type of offseason I would love to see the Ravens have if they could. Taking a look at this offense, you have Dobbins at running back, Lamar at quarterback, Rashad Bateman, DeAndre Hopkins, Devin Duvernay. Absolutely beautiful. The offensive line is solid. It's not fantastic, but I will take it. Defensively, we got Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, Tyus Bowser, David Ojabo, Odafe, Chuck Clark, Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams, Marlon Humphrey, Mike Hughes, Calais Campbell, Michael Pierce, Justin. We also have Jones down here as well. Tyler Davis is buried in the depth chart, and Garrett Williams. Honestly, very, very excited about this team. To me, this is a Super Bowl contender, especially with D-Hop added to the mix. That makes the Ravens offense that much better. So let's go ahead and hope and pray that we get the simulation we deserve with this team getting in potentially to the Super Bowl, but we got to at least make playoffs first, because we all know Madden simulation could be very, very weird and bizarre sometimes. So at the end of the season, we ended up finishing 11-6 on the season. The AFC North was won by the Bengals, so not us. Unfortunately, first game, you have to travel to Arrowhead, which we all know playing the Kansas City Chiefs is not easy. It's just not. So player stats, offense was 23rd in the NFL, which is not great. I will say, hopefully my defense was much better. Second in the NFL. Okay. As long as we have a good defense, I feel pretty good. Rushing wise, Dobbins and Lamar both had 1,000 yards on the ground, which you love to see. Receiving wise, Rashad Bateman, DeAndre Hopkins, 609 yards for DeAndre Hopkins is a joke. That should not be the case at all. Should have got that man 1,000 yards, so that is unfortunate, but that's just kind of the playbook, how it goes. Doffway, 9 sacks. What am I saying? 8.5 from Bowser, 6.5 from Campbell, Justin with 3.5, and then 3 from Roquan Smith. He had 5 interceptions from Marlon Humphrey, 3 from Queen, and then 1 from Bowser, 1 from Roquan, and 1 from Mike Hughes, 1 from Clark as well. All right, wild card weekend, going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's see what happens. We just have to hope and pray for the best here. I mean, second-ranked defense, but obviously the Chiefs' offense usually pretty damn scary with Mahomes there and Kelsey. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I know they don't have Juju anymore. They probably still have Tony. They're going to start off with a touchdown, which we need to respond immediately if we're going to have any chance to beat the Chiefs here. It's not looking good. 14-0 deficit to start things off. Not where you want to start a ball game down to the Chiefs, but I guess we get a touchdown. We're going to need to score here again. We do. 14-21 are going to have to score in this drive, and we do just that. 21-21. Defense allows a field goal. Can we keep the momentum up and score again? We kick a field goal, and they're going to go up 24-31. I need my offense to respond, and they do just that. Can I get the ball back with a little bit of time left? Okay. 31-38. 53 seconds left in the clock. The pressure is absolutely on. It's back and forth game. Lamar Jackson, you got paid for a reason, my friend. Let's come out here and prove why you got paid. Even if I have to run all the way to the end zone, I don't even care. DeAndre Hopkins, I think has got... Ooh, wow, I got slowed down. Wow. I don't know if I did that. I guess maybe it was a momentum. I don't know. Hopkins was open, and then I just, like, slowed down. I don't know. I must have bumped. Whatever. Let's try that again. Maybe this time I can actually get it. Actually, I might have B here. I might have Bateman. I have Bateman. Let's go. Oh. Okay, gotta spike it. 22 seconds left. Okay, 21 seconds left in the clock. I had Bateman for a touchdown. I feel like, oh, that's unfortunate. All good, though. We got to throw it towards the end zone again, or we got to get out of bounds, because I don't know if we're going to be able to stop the clock again. I actually might have Bateman again. I'm going to give him a chance. Oh, that is overthrown. All right, we got 2 chances here. 2 chances. We got to make sure. I mean, the best form of action is to probably throw it to D-Hop. But, I mean, if there's no room to throw it to him, what am I as a man to do? I'm giving Bateman a chance. Almost got intercepted. 4th and 10. Okay. What are we going to do now? I'm going to go middle, high, low. I'm going to look for D-Hop here. I'm going to throw Dobbins on an out route and hope that that guy is playing man. And then we'll see if Duvernay can get open in the middle. I'm going to max protect here. I don't think that did anything, so let's see if we can get D-Hop open here. Actually, that might be a touchdown. Ooh, that's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. That is your ball game. That could have been intercepted. I don't know if I had Duvernay. I didn't even look that way. I was just staring at Hopkins, but that's what I get for staring down the wide receiver, I guess. All right, man, we got to run it back. Unfortunately, we did not get it done this season. Offseason number 2, and we have $41 million in cap space and quite a bit of free agents to worry about here. We have our running back and middle linebacker. We have both our running backs, I should say. Duvernay, Justin's here. So some important free agents. Roquan Smith is probably the top of my priority list, though, obviously. I mean, he's the man in the middle, so I'm going to try to sign him. And he's going to test free agency, so Roquan Smith's just not interested in staying with us. I hate to franchise tag him again, but I just don't think it's a guy we can lose. So $19 million going straight to Roquan Smith. Peters is someone I do want back. Dobbins, I think I have to bring back. Thankfully, he's pretty cheap and is interested. Hopefully, he just signs. Boom, he's back. Okay. Got Dobbins back. Peters, I do kind of want back. Patrick Queen is not interested, and I have a feeling he's not going to sign this. I'm going to offer anyway and hope for the best. Let's see. And he actually does sign, so kind of surprised me there. $11 million still to spend. Duvernay and Justin, I would like both of them back if I could. Justin wants a back. I don't think I'm going to be able to afford him, unfortunately. But I think we have depth that will be fine. Duvernay, same thing. Like, I wouldn't mind him back, but if he doesn't want to come back, that's fine. Yeah, so we're not going to get Duvernay back. So I guess the last guy I could go for is Marcus Peters. I don't know, man. All right. We're going to free agency with $11 million. It's not a ton to work with, don't get me wrong, but we're just going to have to hope and pray what we have is good enough. So let's just go to day one of free agency, and we can still, like, make trades. There's probably still some cuts I can make if I need to. Let's take a look at what our roster's looking like and see where we're really lacking. So I know Chuck Clark left us. As far as the offensive line is concerned, it's not terrible. Wide receiver, we did lose. Obviously Duvernay, so that kind of sucked. We lost Gus Edwards as well. Defensively, linebackers are phenomenal. We have Kyle Hamilton, who can play strong safety immediately, so I'm not too worried about the safety spots. Obviously, Hamilton is great depth, and then we have Marcus Williams still, so pretty good duo there at the safety spots. We'll have him switch to strong safety. And then corner, we lost a corner, obviously, and then we also lost an end, but maybe we can elevate Jones, and then David Ojabo can play left end. So that's kind of what I was figured at this point. So maybe we could just do that, and that'll work out for us. We do have 3 good corners, so I guess that's fine. So maybe we don't really need to worry about the defensive side of the ball. The only thing on offense is maybe a guard or a wide receiver, I guess. So let's see if we can sign that. Just maybe get somebody really good. Maybe just go for the best player available here as far as one of those positions are concerned. You have Gabe Davis. You have DJ Reader. I wouldn't mind just like a cheap wide receiver. I don't need anybody crazy because like we don't throw the ball in, or we don't run the ball, or don't throw it very much anyway. So Alan Lazard, Deontay Hardy, like any of these guys would be fine. Hardy might be like really cheap, so I'm gonna give him a deal, and then maybe we can get a guard for really cheap as well. So we're gonna try that. Left guard, he has one offer, so I can't like totally lowball him, but he might be just a solid addition. So we'll see if we can get both these guys for some cheap, acquire these guys for on the low, and see if those guys would sign. So Hardy, and I don't even know how to say his name, but hopefully he'll sign as well. From Fresno State, we got both of them, and those are my 2 signings. Honestly, I'm not even worried about the draft. I'm just ready to go into next season. I'm pretty confident in this roster. I think I need to change a few positions around. We just ran into the Chiefs, which is super unlucky. I'm going straight past the draft, and I'm just going straight into next season. At the end of the season, we actually won our division at 12-5 this time around, and we draw the Bengals, which isn't an easy matchup. This is our last season, though. We are going for it. Offense, once again, just struggled to be ranked good, I guess, and defensively 10th in the NFL. Lamar, 25-8. I'm going to assume he still ran for a lot of yards. Yep, and then receiving. I'm just going to assume it's just because we don't throw the ball enough. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like the offense is much better than what it's displaying. Here was your sack numbers, and then Queen, Kyle Hamilton, Humphrey, Williams all had interceptions. All right. Buckle down. Let's go. We play the Bengals in round 1. We need a win big time. I'm calling it here. If we lose, we lose. I don't care. I'm going with let's go with the currently color rush. Let's rock all purples against our division rival. We got to beat the Bengals. We really do, man. If we lose here, it's GG's for the video. So here we go. Jumping right in. We've done everything we possibly can. They go up 3-0. We need to respond immediately, and we do with the touchdown 3-7. Defense allows a touchdown there, and they're going to go up 17-7. Okay. Entering the territory where the Chiefs were up on us, but we can respond here, and we tie it up. 17-20. We need a score here big time, and we do not, and they're going to go up 23-17. And we turn it over, and 38-17. And is this how the video is going to end? Are we going to really lose? Wow. We have lost to the Bengals in the playoffs 52-31. Our 10th ranked defense is going to allow out 52 points. Really unfortunate. 52 points is just crazy, man. Like, we really allowed 52 points. Like, that's unfortunate, unreal. It just really sucks to get here. Lamar had 2 interceptions this game. The Bengals had a good field position like twice. I'm just going to chuck it up to freaking Bateman or Hopkins or Andrews for a second here and hope I can score maybe. Get hit, but I am... Oh, I thought I was going to catch that. Third and 10 now. 4 verts again. It doesn't even matter. We lost this game, so I don't even know why I'm throwing the football here. But I'll take my L. Once again, the simulation was not on my side today, and that's okay. Sometimes it just works out that way. I'm going to give it to Bateman, and that is going to be... I think that's pass interference. Not making a comeback here, but hey, we're going to get good field position, I guess, to try to score a touchdown, end off the video, and maybe end off with a little bit of pride here. So, whatever. I'm going to throw it to D-Hop in the end zone probably like 3 times, and just, I mean, I haven't even used the man. So, D-Hop, can you get a touchdown? And that's just, I'm just throwing it in terrible coverage. The Bengals just going to keep bullying D-Hop here. I don't even know if I've completed a single pass with them in this video, to be honest with you. I mean, it's not like I've played every down or anything, but still... Unreal. All right. I have Andrews in a window. Oh, wow. Is that the first time I completed it? No, Bateman, I completed a pass with him earlier. I don't know if that was the first time. Other than that, I completed a pass. So, shout out to me. Maybe I just scrambled with Lamar. Maybe I should have had better success doing that. I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Dobbins, I tried to give it to you. They had nice... or I forget what they call it. Whatever. All right. Let me just throw a touchdown in the video. I don't know why I keep talking. Touchdown, Andrews. Oh, he dropped it. Second and goal, third and goal. All right, let's keep going. 52-31, just to make myself feel a little bit better. Can someone catch a touchdown, or can I scramble it in with one? Give me a scrambling touchdown, and okay. Hey, I recovered it. I still have a chance. 4th and goal. Why am I still recording? Like, why am I still recording? I don't know what I'm doing at this point. 4th and goal. Let's just give it to Andrews on a slant, and this should be a touchdown. 100%. I'm staring down my wide receiver. Actually, just give me Y, and that's just going to be... All right. Let me just get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Hope you all enjoyed regardless. Unfortunately, the simulation was not on our side. I mean, yeah, that was terrible gameplay at the end. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, we lost anyway, so I really didn't care. I wasn't even that focused. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. This Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.